أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ما بعد, viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome once again to this edition of the program Islam is a Way of Life, which is being brought to you by Kullum television on a weekly basis. My name is Aminu, Aliyu, Gusau, Gusau. We are still discussing about the concept of revelation. Today, we will take up what revelation teaches us. Now, the message which comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his messengers contain certain teachings. One of the most important things that revelation teaches us is to believe, to have faith. That is to say, revelation teaches us that it is not everything that we can see, or we can hear, or we can understand through our senses. There are certain things that we have to believe in, and they form the basis. This belief forms the basis of the knowledge which revelation brings to us. First of all, revelation teaches us that we have to believe that there is a creator. So the messengers of Allah who come to us, the first thing they teach us is that there is a creator for this universe. That this universe doesn't come by itself. That it doesn't just appear from nothing. But that there is a creator who brought it about, who organized it, who set natural laws to guide the existence of the universe. We have to believe that this creator exists, and that this creator has certain qualities and characters which we have to believe in. He exists, he is alive, he sees, he hears, he is intelligent, he is knowledgeable, he is omniscient and omnipotent. That is, his knowledge covers everything, and that nothing happens without his knowledge. And he is alive forever. He has always been alive, and he will always be alive. He has no beginning, and he has no end. There has never been any time when the creator was not there. He has always been there, and there will never be a time when there will not be a creator. And he is one, unique. He doesn't have parents, he doesn't have offsprings, he doesn't have brothers and sisters, and there doesn't exist some other creators along with him who shares the creation of the universe with him, who are independent. So there are no two gods, no three gods, no four gods, only one creator, only one God, who is Allah. Revelation teaches us to believe that it is Allah who runs this universe and takes care of it. Nothing is beyond his power, and nothing happens without his permission. He is able to do everything, anything he likes. He is able to determine to do it and then do it. Revelation teaches us that we have to believe in this. And then Revelation teaches us that everything in this world is predestined. That is to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the creator of the universe, has created everything with an objective, so a mission. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything and he gives everything that he created its work, what it's to do, how it will do it, and what it will get, what it will not get, the length of time it will live, and when it will die. It is all predestined. So you come to this world when Allah wishes. You don't come to this world unless when Allah wishes and when Allah determines. You leave this world when Allah wishes and determines. You cannot live more than what Allah has, more than the time that Allah has given for you, has allotted to you. You cannot say, okay, I will make my life longer. It's not possible. So it is only according to the commandments of Allah that you live, according to the determination of Allah. And throughout the period of your life, it is only what Allah wishes that happens to you. But as human beings, if we are not talking of human beings, if we are talking of all other creatures, living and non-living alike, there is no doubt that all these beings live according to the predestined goals and objectives allotted to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have no doubt about this. We know that they live according to how Allah determines that they should live. But when we come to the human being is given, is living both under predestination and under free will. So the human being has been given by Allah limited free will. Most of the life of a human being is under predestination. For instance, you don't choose where to be given birth to. You don't choose your parents who will give birth to you. You don't choose your country. You don't choose your language. You don't choose the color of your skin. You don't choose whether to become a male or a female. All these things just happen because they are predestined to happen. It is by predestination that a sperm gets into the egg of a woman in her womb to become a male or a female. It is only by predestination. So it is not by mere luck. The religion of Islam, which is a revelation in itself, teaches us that there is no question of luck in creation. Nothing comes under luck. Nothing comes just like that, but that everything is predestined. So a human being, most of his life is predestined. If you are born, you don't determine by yourself when to get sick or when to get well. It is only you can try to avoid becoming sick. You can try to avoid becoming, you can try to become well when you are sick. But that is the limited free will that you are given. You can move your hands, make your hands work the way you want. You can move with your legs. But you have no control over your heart and the number of times it will pump blood, when to stop and when not to stop. You don't have that choice. You don't have control over your lungs. They are working automatically without you having to determine when you want them to work or when you don't want them to work. You don't have in fact, your stomach, if you are not fortunate to go to school, you don't even know how it works. You don't know how food is, the food you take into your stomach, you don't know how it is changed into something else and how it gets into the blood. You don't know how that happens. You don't know role that your kidney plays. You don't know the role that your liver plays. And that is to say, in fact, most of the parts of your body, you have no control over how they work. But when they start malfunctioning, you will feel the effect that they are not functioning. So, but you have limited choice. You can choose where to go, you can choose what to do, and you can choose what to think. These are limited choices. You can choose to get into some business, but you will not have control over whether you will become rich or not. So many people have gone into businesses and they could not become rich. It is said that only about 20% of the people of the world become rich every time. Now that is it is only when you are predestined to be one of those people to become rich, and you don't have control over when you will have an accident. You can try to avoid accidents, but when they come, you have no control over them. So an accident can come and kill you, maim you, or make you very uncomfortable. So in fact, we have to believe that Allah is in control of everything. And that from the very beginning, even before we come to this world, Allah knows he determined that we are coming. And he knows what we will do. He determined what we will do. The moment you come to this world, you are only here to play your life according to the script that Allah has determined. That is predestination. You cannot get out of the knowledge of Allah. And Allah is not ignorant. So you cannot say, well, Allah doesn't know what will happen. Allah knows fully what will happen. We have to believe in that. We have to believe that Allah sent messengers and he has angels that go between him and messengers. And we have to believe that this, what the messengers are saying, is a revelation from Allah. It's the message of Allah. And we have to believe what the message consists of. The message says there is a creator. And this creator is Allah. And he created everything that we see. And he is continuing to create even everything that we don't even see. Every day he is creating new things. We can see that new babies are always being born. We can see that new plants are always coming out of the earth when the rainy season comes. So Allah is always working, always bringing about new creatures. And that Allah is not only our creator, but that he also commands that we should obey him as human beings. Because all other creatures that Allah created are in total obedience to Allah. For instance, the universe. The sun can never change its course. The moon and the stars can never change their course. They are always going around as Allah has commanded. So they can never change their course. If, for instance, this earth of ours, the scientists have told us that if this earth of ours goes nearer to the sun by half an inch, everything will burn. Everything that is on earth will get burnt, and life will cease to exist. And if this earth goes further away from the sun by half an inch, everything will die out of cold. So for millions of years, this earth is going around the sun without changing course. It cannot change its course. And this is for millions of years. that have gone past. And it will continue for millions of years to come. We don't know. So everything is obeying Allah. Everything is working according to the laws of Allah, the laws of creation, the laws of the universe. All these things that scientists call law of this, law of that, law of that, are nothing but laws of Allah, natural laws of Allah. Nature only means the original state of creation, the original state by which Allah created creatures, his creatures. That is what is called nature. Nature does not have its own independent existence. So inshallah we'll stop here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.